All the things you have to learn how to do. Burp a baby. I'm pretty good at burping, man. I could do an alphabet. Baby, you know. I want to teach that to my daughter. It's gonna come useful one day, you know. People buy you drinks at a bar. Who decided we needed to stop burping people? Someone at some point was like, all right, after a certain age, no more burping. I say we burp people to old age. We all know somebody that can benefit from a good burping. Somebody at work like, hey, John, what's up with this face you're always making, bro? I see the way you eat at lunch. You eat fast, bro. That's not good. There's a lot of air in your belly. You're going to get colics. Let me burp you, bro. Come on. Lay down right here. Come on. Let's get it going. There you go. You're going to get a promotion this week. Watch.
What side do you want? What side do you want? What's your favorite side? There you go. Yep, beautiful.
You look just like Dad. Dada. Hello, everybody. How we doing? Yeah, thank you for being here. Everybody in the balcony, too, thank you for being here. Oh, man. I didn't think I was going to sell this place out. It's good to be here, man. Thank you for being here. I'm excited. I'm a dad now. You believe this? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I've been a dad now, 4 months and a day, so I know everything there is to know about being a dad. Yeah, man, we had a good pregnancy. Early on when we found out that we were pregnant, my wife downloaded the apps that tell you how big the baby is in the belly relative to like fruits or vegetables. You know what I learned? That nobody else wants to know this information? Nobody cares. Early on, we hit the button and it's like, this week, your baby is the size of a strawberry. Me and my wife are crying and hugging. A strawberry? We're gonna have a strawberry. And then my homie's eating a strawberry. I go, you know that's the size of a fetus, right? He goes, yo, why would you tell me that? I'm like, I thought it was cute, man. Yeah, that app is pretty interesting. Like one of the weeks we hit the button, it goes, this week, your baby's the size of an artichoke. And I looked at my wife like, that's big, right? Or small, like how big would you say an artichoke is? She goes, you don't know what an artichoke is? I'm like, I'm realizing. In this moment, I don't know what an artichoke is. I've had artichoke dip, but I've never seen an artichoke. She goes, Google it. I did a Pokemon came up. I'm like, that's not it, is it? I hope not. Every example in the app is either a fruit or a vegetable. Put other examples in there that we all know, right? You hit the button like, this week, your baby is the size of an Egg McMuffin. You're like, heck yeah, that's this big. I know how big this is. Trust me on this one, baby. Like, my wife, my hero. I saw her go through all of it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, one applause. Everyone else is like, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true. Motherhood is tough. Yeah. It's tough. Headaches, backaches, swollen ankles, body aches all the time, nausea, diarrhea. Like, I don't know what my wife went through, but that was tough for me, you know? My hormones were all over the place. I went to every appointment, every ultrasound, and it's great, man, when you're looking at the ultrasound and, they print out the little ultrasound thing. It's like, oh, that's so cool. After a while, man, you're like, do you want it? I'm like, let me see which ones you have. They're like trading cards, like, no, I have that one already. Let me see. Yeah, no, I have that one. The one with the thumbs up, I have that one, You have any shiny ones, holographic cards back there? I also think that they're giving us all the same, like, ultrasound photo. If we were all to pull out our own ultrasound photo and comparing, you'd be like, oh, yeah, it's the same one, huh? Oh, wow. So I had a friend who recently had a baby, and he told me that he fainted when he was in there. I'm like, that's not gonna happen to me. No way. So I trained. I would go to the grocery store, go to the meat section, just look at stuff. I'm like, oh, wow, is that ribeye? Oh, my God. New York strip, oh, my God. I'm like, I'm not fainting in there. I wanted to be in there. I wanted to be a part of the whole thing. I wanted to cut the umbilical cord. That's cool. You want to be there for that. And so we're in there when it's time to do the thing. They're like, hey, sir, you ready? You want to cut the umbilical cord? I'm like, am I ready? I'm ready. I had one of those big-ass, oversized, like, ribbon-cutting scissors. You know what I mean? You can buy them for like $50 on Amazon. I'm like, yeah, guide me in there, man. I want to make sure I don't cut the wrong ribbon. That's what it feels like, right, when you're cutting an umbilical cord? It's like a ribbon cutting for a very unprofitable business. You know? Like you're gonna be in the red for 21 years. Yeah. Yeah, this baby is the best thing that ever happened to me, man. It's just so cute. We had to go buy a stroller. I thought that was the cutest experience ever. I don't know if you know this, but there's strollers out there for $5,000. Yeah. Ferrari makes them. I don't know why they're in the stroller business. I thought you guys were doing good with cars. Why are you over here, man? Get out of here. Why would you buy a Ferrari stroller? Can you walk that fast? I can't. You want a stroller that has better suspension than your car now? BMW makes strollers too for $1,000. My wife sent it to me. She goes, "What do you think about this?" I'm like, "It looks dangerous. I'm not gonna buy a stroller that has a comma in the price tag. That's dangerous. Feels unsafe, you know." The stroller that we bought, you hit a button, it goes zzz. It folds down this big. I'm like, yeah, we bought a Decepticon. All right. But I kept thinking as we were shopping for these strollers, I kept thinking like, whatever happened to the strollers we grew up with? Remember those? 2 sticks? Piece of cloth in between? The kids in there just dangling. Back then, the kids, remember, they used to sit in there, they used to sit like this. You know why? Because it was dangerous. Try to do the least amount of movement in there. God forbid, you know, they get their elbow close to that little like star like screw. The kids will tell you, it hurts right here. Yeah, well, stay like this. Why are you moving in there? The wheels were made out of pool noodle material. One wheel always stuck that way. The other wheel just twirling around like a teacup at Disneyland. God forbid your mom would hang grocery bags on those handles. Remember that? Just catapult the kid across the street. Oh no, go get the kid. No, you go get him. You didn't put the belt. There is no belt. The stroller costs $12. They don't come with belts. If you don't have a kid, you don't know what this feeling is like, but coming home with the baby from the hospital, it is the most safest, slowest you've ever driven in your life. I'm all driving, just waving people over, just go, go. I drove with the hazards on the whole way. Like, just go around. I drove on the shoulder the whole way. I'm like, this is the safest route. Yeah, I didn't know that you needed a car seat or else they don't give you the baby. I mean, I know that you need a car seat, right? But I didn't know that you needed it that day. They're like, all right, you ready to go home? I'm like, I'm ready, let's go, you know. I got the baby in my arms. I'm like, my wife's in the wheelchair thing where they wheel you out. I said, let's get out of here. They're like, wait, where's the car seat? I'm like, I don't have it. He's like, well, you need one. I'm like, yeah, duh. He's like, we can't give you the baby. I'm like, yeah, that's my baby. Check the name tag. Look, we have the same wristband. Oh, we can. Oh, yes, you are. It's like, what if you walked here? It's like, we took the bus. Like, give me the baby. It feels like you're trick-or-treating. You're there with your car seat. You're like, trick-or-treat. Can you put my baby in there, please? My dog hated the baby. We came home with the baby. My dog just kept looking at us like, who's this? Like, that's a baby. I thought we had a thing going on, us three. Who invited the baby? Who invited the baby? Well, we invited the baby. Can you imagine what's going through a dog's brain? When you come home with a baby, just to see your behaviors change? I could just see the dog going like, so let me get this straight. You wake up every 2 hours to feed the baby. Every 2 hours. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you had that in you. Either one of you. Every 2 hours. But I ask you for one potato chip. I ask you for one French fry and all hell breaks loose. You say things like, go to bed. Get out of here. You get out of here. It's funny seeing the dog look at my daughter play with her toys, which, by the way, you know what the difference is between baby toys and dog toys? Nothing. They're the exact same thing. My dog's looking at my daughter play with the squeaky toy that crinkles. The dog's like, that's not how you do it. You're doing that wrong. Let me try. Can I try? Can I try over there? She's not using that toy to the full potential. Throw it. Let me see. When you meet the baby for the first time, I don't know what that's like. I've never had that experience. In my head, this is how I saw it play out. Like, hey, how's it going? I'm going to be your dad. My name is Jesus. We're going to be working together. That's mom. I'll tell you about her, And that's Churro. He's a weirdo. My little dog. Yeah, man. You know what the hardest part about a pregnancy, like having a kid, the hardest part has to be coming up with a name. That's the toughest part. 2 adults have to agree on one word that this human is going to go by for the rest of their lives. No pressure. I had a list of my own. None of them made the cut. Yeah. One of them was Mantika. I thought that was such a beautiful name. You didn't like that one? That was my wife's exact reaction. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, Mantika, it sounds delicate. She goes, write it down. I wrote it down. She goes, read that in Spanish. I'm like, manteca. I'm like, oh, yeah. Manteca means lard in Spanish, so. She was right about that one. I'm like, yeah. No daughter of mine is going to be named Manteca. Yeah, my daughter was born April 15th. Yeah, tax day. I got taxed twice that day. So here's some advice. This is what I learned. Maybe you could use it. If you want to pitch a name to your partner as to what you should name the baby, don't start it with, wouldn't it be funny? Anything you say after that is a no. No to Mantika. Wouldn't it be funny? No. So I told my wife, it was like April 15th, tax day, like IRS. Like, that's hilarious. Wouldn't it be funny if we named her Iris? I told her that when she was delivered, and the nurse, one of the nurses looked back and goes, hell no. I'm like, who's asking you? You need to be burped, lady. What's up with that attitude? That first month, man, when you have a baby, that first month is probably the craziest. You're sleep deprived, you're cranky, The only thing that's holding you together is an adorable little baby that just smiles. You're like, oh my God. Yeah. I don't know which way it was, up or down. I remember at one point, I put on these pants. I've been looking for these pants for a while, by the way. And I hadn't found them, and I was like, oh, man, I've been looking for these, right? Little sweats. So I put them on, and they were tight. I'm like, oh, man, it's been a while, But that's life, People grow. You got to be positive when stuff like that happens. Like, yeah, you know what? People outgrow. We're like plants. You outgrow your pot sometimes. You need room to breathe, So I put them on. They were like tight, but I'm like, you know what? I don't mind the support. I need it right now. And I wore them for a few days, and my wife had not said anything, right? And then one day she goes, all right, what's up with the pants? I'm like, I don't know. I had them for a while. Still got them. I'm a different person, but She goes, those are my maternity pants. You know that, right? I'm like, are you messing with me? She goes, are you messing with me? She goes, there's no way. There's no way. You didn't find it weird that the pants had an extra patch? You didn't find it weird? A whole other patch of elastic built in. You didn't find that weird? I said, no, I found it very comfortable. If I'm being honest with you. I've never felt more seen in my life. Fellas, any dude in here with a belly, hear me out, man. Go get a pair of maternity pants. Go change your life. No more Under Armour. The hell with that. Pair of maternity pants, like it feels like somebody's holding your belly up. You stand all confident, like, who's back there? You can go downstairs quickly and your stomach doesn't move. That's nice. I've never felt that. I've never had a six-pack, but I'm like, I think that's what it feels like. You move quick and nothing else moves? That's nice. Take them off and I look at the tag. The tag says 7 months. I'm like, all right, touche. I'm not going to argue with you. Whatever, you could buy pants that way, fellas. Wouldn't that be great? Go to Levi's, like, hey, do you have these 501 jeans in 7 months by 32? Oh, they shrink? I'll take 9 months by 32, yeah. Button fly, please. I want to look good when my daughter was born. You know what I mean? So it's like, what if she remembered the way I looked the day she was born? It's like, Dad, I remember when I was born, you look like shit. You had a belly and maternity pants. It's like, listen, Mantika. I'm gonna get buff. I got a girl on the way. I gotta be a protector. I'm gonna be buff. She goes, I've heard you say this before. What are you gonna do different this time? I'm like, first of all, you either need a nap or a burp. I don't know where the attitude is coming from. I love you, but that's rough. She goes, what are you going to do different? I want to support you, which my wife is the best. I'm like, thank you for supporting me. I think I'm going to get a personal trainer. I've never had one before. She goes, great, go for it. So I go to the gym and first of all, what does a personal trainer do? Can we talk about this real quick? That's wild. What do they do? Count out loud? What's the job interview like? Count to 10, okay. 1, 2. Oh yeah, you got the voice and everything. You're in, bro. Get a name tag right there. Go out there, man. Put a name tag. 1, 2. So I go to the gym and I go to the counter and I said, I'm looking to get a personal trainer. Can you help me with that? And she goes, yeah. Like, what are your goals? Which is a gnarly question to ask. Like, what are your goals? The opposite of this. What do you think? She goes, okay. What kind of personal trainer? I'm like, a good one? You have that? She goes, okay. I said, give me the best one you have. She goes, okay, go in that room. So there's a room they put you in when you sign up for a personal trainer. It feels like you're gonna open up a checking account. There's like a desk and 2 chairs and you're there just waiting. Every time somebody walks by, you're just like, no, that's not it. Oh, no. You try to act surprised every time to be like, oh, hello. You want to have a good attitude, right? He's like, oh, I'm friendly. Yes, no, I'm good. So I'm waiting, and in walks the most buffest guy I've ever seen. I've never seen a bodybuilder in real life. Let me tell you something. You think you want to see one? You don't. Like, bodybuilders look like if Ginger Roots were a person, right? Just all lopsided. Like, it's not like in the magazines. A real bodybuilder, the muscles are all different sizes, you know what I mean? He had this muscle right here. It was crazy. I've never seen this one in real life. Looked like a loaf of bread just grew. Like he don't get whiplash in a car accident. Excuse you. Go around, man. So he walks in and it's like wearing like kind of like a booty shorts. Right, real stretchy booty shorts, and the bodybuilding tank top is hilarious because what is that? That's a necklace. It's just both nipples out, belly button out. It's like grown man with an Audi. Like, bro, you had time to fix that. It's like belly button look like an old school doorbell, like bang bang. So he comes in, this guy, right, buff, all shiny. And he comes in and he starts yelling, right? He's like, I hear somebody in here wants a personal trainer. I'm all like, got me good. I'm like, oh, he left. He was just in here, man. Yeah, he left. I'm sorry. Yeah, he left that way or something. And he's intense, man. He goes, get up. I'm like, oh, okay. I pushed my chair in. He didn't tell me to, but I wanted to get ahead of it, you know. He goes, only lazy people sit down. I said, okay, let me sit back down. Oh, okay, I see what you did there. He goes, you want a personal trainer? I'm like, not you. I am not at this level here. You have any interns back there? That's more where I'm at. He goes, I hear you have a daughter on the way. I said, I do. I'm gonna be a dad. He goes, congratulations. I said, thank you, man. He goes, you want to turn your life around, motherfucker? He starts cussing at me. And I get in, I'm in it now. I'm pumped. I said, let's turn this bitch around. He goes, don't cuss. I'm like, all right, sorry. Sorry, I'm just passionate right now. You got me. So you want to lose some weight? I'm like, let's lose it right now. He goes, all right, this is what we're going to do. He opens up his book. He goes, all right, Monday. I'm like, Monday, I can do Monday. He goes, 5 a.m. I said, hold on, let's talk about this first. 5 a.m.? I'm like, you don't have noon available? What about 8 p.m.? Is that open? And I tell him, I said, 5 a.m. is early, man. He goes, winners come here at 5 a.m. People who do stuff with their lives. I'm like, yeah, but it's early, man. I'm like, is it cheaper at 5 a.m.? He goes, why would it be cheaper? I'm like, because it's 5 a.m. again. That means I have to wake up at 4:30 to be here. He goes, if you're serious, you'll be here at 5 a.m. Monday. I'm like, I already paid, so yeah, I'm serious, man. I woke up at 4:30 to be there on time. 4:30. Before the baby, I had never woken up that early, never. There was times where I woke up at like, I don't know, 6 a.m. because I had to go take a piss, and I'm like, You just pinch it, you're like, I'm going back to bed. And it would hurt too. My wife is like, just go pee. I'm like, no. I'll get to it at 10 a.m. when I wake up. So 4:30, I wake up. I go to the gym. It's scary driving when you're sleepy, right? You're falling asleep. You're like, whoa. You see animals on the side of the road. It's like, what is that hippopotamus doing there? So I get to the gym. I'm early. I got there in record time, no traffic, right? He made it seem like the gym was packed at 5 a.m. There was 6 people there. They all worked there, you know what I mean? So I get there a little early. I can, open the door. And there he is. I see him in the distance. He's pacing, right? Shiny. He's wearing the same booty shorts. I don't know if he has multiple or, I don't care. That's his business, right? And he sees me walking. He goes, over here, brother. I'm like, I see you, bro. I'll get to you. I'm early. I got a minute, man. Finally, I go over there. And he goes, how you doing? It's the first time we're really having a conversation, right? I said, good, man. What's your name? He goes, George. I'm Buff George. I'm like, yep, I can see that. I said, Jesus, regular Jesus, no buff, nothing. Chunky Jesus. He goes, how was your weekend? I said, great. I took my wife to go eat smash burgers. There's a new place they opened up in Long Beach at the time. It was like called The Window. They do a double meat, double cheese, potato brioche buns, pickle sauce, He's looking at me, he goes, I don't want to hear that. I'm like, I have nothing else to share with you, man. Like, I'm trying, Buff George. Like, I'm really trying. This is early, man. He goes, you're eating the wrong things. You're not going to get to your goals if you keep doing that. I'm like, well, that's why I'm here, man. He goes, you need motivation? I'm like, maybe. I don't know. He goes, let me show you something. So he goes to curl his arm like that, right? He's like posing, so he's going to go like this. But I don't know that. He starts yelling. Rah! There's veins popping up everywhere. Rah! I'm like standing back a little bit, looking around like, who is this guy, right? I did not know. I didn't know, maybe you guys did, but there's a vein that we have right here, a big vein. So as he's going like this, it starts to curl up. So he's, he goes, look at that, tell me you don't want that. I'm like, don't ever show me that again. What the hell did I just look at, man? He's like, look at that, tell me you don't want that. I'm like, I don't want that. I'm like, you need dewormers, what you need. That's a worm in there, you don't want that. That looks unhealthy. I'm like, I hope I don't have that. He goes, you don't have that. You're too chunky. I'm like, thank God. He goes, what do you want to work on today? I'm like, trying to stay awake? This is awful. This is bad, man. He goes, do you want to bench press? I'm like, sure, we can bench press. So we go over there, and, got the whole station set up. He's like, this is what we're going to do. I'm like, great. And I don't know why he stands so close, right? He goes, let me ask you this. I'm like, what's up? Right. He goes, how many plates can you do? How many plates? I'm like, I usually do 3 food, 1 dessert. He goes, you serious? I'm like, obviously I've done more. That's why I said usually I do 3 food, 1 dessert when I go to a buffet, but he goes, 45 pounds. A plate is 45 pounds. I'm like, I don't know the lingo. I'm new here. I said, no plates. Paper plates is what I do. Dixie plate. He goes, I'm going to bench press, and I need you to follow along and just breathe. I'm like, okay, I could do that. That's fine. He goes, help me load some weights. So I'm helping this guy load 45-pound weights on each side, right? So we put 1 on there. I'm like, oh, that's heavy. I'm trying to get it in there, trying to get it through the hole. It's like tough. You got to have like strength to hold it up at the right. Put 1 in there. He puts it. He goes, put another 1. I'm like, all right, this is getting good. So I put 2. He goes, put another 1. I'm like, oh, this isn't for me, I think. I put 3. My knees were shaking on this one. I'm like, He He goes, put a 25. I'm like, this guy's crazy. So we put a 20. So 3 45s and a 25. He goes, this should be good for us. I'm like, no. Hey, can I stop you here? It's just me and him, and I'm raising my hand. I'm like, hey. He goes, what? I can't lift this. As a matter of fact, I can't even spot you. Like, I'm just a witness to this. You want me to record in case something happens? He goes, I'm gonna lift this, and all I need you to do is to breathe with me. I'm like, all right, I could do that. He goes, if you want to lift heavy, which I don't, but I'm listening. I'm like, you gotta learn how to breathe. Shh. He's like, can you do that? I'm like, shh. He goes, good, just copy what I'm doing. I've never seen anyone lift that much weight, especially at 5 a.m. by himself. He lifted it 8 times by himself, right? So he unhooks the bench press and he goes, shh, shh. And I'm there like, shh. By the 4th one, I got a little dizzy. I'm like, I'm gonna sit down just in case. Just held on to the thing. Shh. He gets up, he comes over, he goes, what happened to you? I'm like, I got dizzy, bro. I don't breathe like that, you know? Not when I'm awake, like I snore, but I got a little bit dizzy. I started seeing a cone like this. Does that happen like this? He goes, your turn. I'm like, all right, let's take all of this stuff off. Help me. He goes, you gotta leave some weight on there. I'm like, no. I don't wanna put no weight on there. He's all, then what are you gonna lift? I'm like, I'm just gonna work on fundamentals. You know what I mean? Just technique. I'm like, you can sweat doing technique, you know? He goes, you gotta leave something on there. I'm like, I don't know, 10s? Is that good? You know? The bar is 45, you know that, right? He goes, we're gonna leave the 45s on each side. I'm like, I can't do that. I'm like, I used to, but I probably can't do that right now. He goes, that's what we're doing. I'm like, all right. So he puts them on there, and everybody in here has seen somebody struggle when they bench press, like on the way up. You ever see somebody struggle as soon as they hook it on the way down? I'm trying not to like break my rib cage. I'm about to fart out a testicle. Just he had the nerve to go, one more. I'm like, you saw the last one, man. You better get this off me, man. I hate that personal trainers use one finger to spot you. Who came up with that? You know what I'm talking about? You're bench pressing, they go, there you go, that's all you. It's like, no, I need you now, man. Stop messing around. Use your whole hand. I pay for the whole hand, man. One finger, hey, come on, man. I still go to the gym, but, you know, to network and, you know. It's a good place to relax, you know. So that happened on Monday, so by Wednesday I stopped going. I'm like, I ain't going back. My wife's like, hey, he's calling. I said, I know he's calling. He said, just answer it. It's 6 a.m. He's probably been waiting for you since 5. I'm like, I don't care. That guy was mean, man. I go to a grocery store right by the gym, and I'm shopping, doing, you know, buying the wrong stuff for sure, you know. And I look at the end of the aisle, guess who's there? It's just... with the little cart. The cart looks so small in front of him. He goes, I've been trying to get a hold of you. I'm like, good to see you too, George. He goes, I've been trying to get a hold of you. I said, I know, George. Thank you for reaching out. I'm not coming back. He goes, why not? Did I say something to offend you? I'm like, yeah. You kept saying things like, one more. Like, you don't care, George. You don't care about me. He tried to grab my shoulder. I said, no, don't touch me. You don't care. I was struggling, man. 5 a.m., that's rough, man. That's harassment, you know that? He goes, why don't you come back? It's Friday, you still have 2 more days. You paid for a whole week, you paid for 7 days. Why don't you come back? I said, no, it's a tip. Keep it, it's yours. I'm not. But I still go to the gym. I enjoy it. I really do enjoy the gym. You know what my favorite machine at the gym is right now? The water fountain machine. I kill it, man. I'm usually the most hydrated guy in there. You ever drink so much water, you hear it when you turn quickly? Oh, that's the best. Just quick. It's like, shit, they got a water bed in here? Yeah, right. You ever lay down on a bench press with a full stomach of water and just shake it a little bit? Just you're like, I like that. Make yourself fall asleep with that sound. What happened? I got relaxed, dude. There's a guy that goes to my gym, which, by the way, my gym has no punching bags anywhere. But there's a guy who comes in, he shadow boxes. He wraps his hands. He'll come in and wraps his hands, like just 15 minutes just wasted on wrapping hands. And then he'll go into it. The punches and the sounds aren't synced up. In his head, he's more athletic than what's actually out here. It's wild. And look, I'm an only child. I know all about imaginary friends. But an imaginary enemy, like, you need help, man. You see him every time you come here? Go to another gym. He might not be there, bro. Yeah, the gym, man. You ever use a machine at the gym incorrectly and nobody tells you anything? Yeah, you have? It's the worst. It's so embarrassing afterwards. You're like, I can't go back. They all know me. It happened to me. They had delivered some new machines, and they still had that white, like, not bubble wrap, but the packaging stuff on it, right? And it was, they had the whole thing. I'm like, ooh, I want to be the first to use it. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, I'm not dumb. I know how to use it, right? So I get over there, and I'll describe it to you. So the whole thing is padded, and it was like a line, and it was like an L-shaped bracket. There was like circles. There was a bunch of circles like this. So in between, you could sit like the circles. And I grabbed it, and I brought it in. I'm like, oh, okay, that's the motion right there. And then I try to stand up, and it would go boom, up to there. I'm like, okay, that's the motion. So I go down, up, down. I'm killing it. 30 minutes, I'm drenched in sweat. I'm like, the back of my neck was hurting. My lower back was burning. I'm like, oh, it's good, man. There's a mural on the wall at the gym that says, no pain, no gain. I'm like, you know what's happening right here? Gains. It's one thing that's happening right here, and that's gains, according to this mural, you know? A lot of pain right here. And right here, and like at the back of my knee. I'm like, but that's what it is. You gotta be serious about this. And then I noticed that there was an older gentleman looking at me the whole time. And that's the thing about the gym. When you notice somebody looking at you, you go harder. I'm like, I don't wanna let you down, bro. I couldn't even go up the whole way at that point. Like, damn, he's still looking, you know? And then I stopped 30 minutes. I'm like, that's all I can do. I'm drenched in sweat. The guy comes over, OG. He goes, hey, homie, can I talk to you, big dog? I'm like, yeah, what's going on? He goes, does your back hurt right now? I was like, man, that's so specific and true that the floor is yours. Like, you have my attention. I'm like, yeah, it hurts a lot. He goes, oh, yeah. You're using that machine incorrectly, homie. I'm like, and you didn't think to stop me? You had 30 minutes. I'm like, yeah, you had 30 minutes to stop me. He goes, I saw you fuck up your back. And again, I'm like, you didn't think to stop me? He goes, you want to see the video? I recorded it. I'm like, wait, hold. You recorded me the whole time? He's like, the whole time right here. I'm like, yeah, run it. Let's watch it. So we're watching it together. He goes, ooh, right there, minute 17. See, I'm like, yup, that's it. He goes, this is not a machine, homie. He says, it's a bike rack. They're installing a bike rack right here. I'm like, oh, man, thanks for telling me, man. I walked away just go. My mom's no longer with us, but I have some great memories with her. And I have some great memories with my dad, man. And I look at all the experiences that I had with my dad. I was like, man, I wish I can recreate those with my daughter, right? Like, my dad has a dark sense of humor, you know what I mean? Like, growing up, my dad used to tell me that my teeth look like downtown LA from far away. I'm like, that's good, man. I hated when he explained a joke that was already good. He goes, Miko, you know when you're on the 110? And you're gonna get the 101 right here? In downtown, and you see all the buildings in the middle? They're all squished like this in the middle. That's your teeth. See, that's your teeth. I said, no, thank you, man. I got it the first time, for sure. For sure, I got it the first time. I want to have those moments with my daughter. You know what I mean, like I grew up working with my dad. My dad was a landscaper, and I used to work with him since I was a little kid. I'd be out there mowing lawns with him. And one time, like it was around like 9 years old, I got attacked by a pit bull. Left knee got me good, right? Left knee. To this day, my dad thinks it's the funniest thing ever. Just the way he brings it up often. He goes, "Miko, remember when you got attacked by a dog? That was funny, man." I'm like, "I don't think it was funny." He goes, "Because you couldn't see the face you were making. That's why. But if you saw what I saw, that was hilarious, Miko." Do you guys remember the show? What's the name of the show? America's Funniest Home Videos? My dad's convinced to this day. That show is not even around. He goes, "Oh, I can get the grand prize money. If I would have had a camcorder and recorded that, I would have won." And I tell him, it's like, I'm sure they would not have accepted a dog attack submission from you. He goes, "Yes, they would, because this one was funny. That's why. This is not like the other dog attack videos. This one's funny." I'm like, okay. I can just see the video in parentheses. "This one's funny." Dog attack. Growing up, my dad used to wake me up for school that way. He thought it was so funny. That's how he woke me up for school. 7 a.m., my dad go in my room, grab my knee and go, "Roo, roo, 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 roo." That'll get you out of bed. At any age. Like, I never woke up my dad with his fears. Like, bill collectors, I never did that. I would never do that. But those are the moments where I'm like, man, these are special, right? These are special. I look forward to building those. Like, also like the names. You know, usually they're supposed to be cute. My dad had names for me. They weren't cute, you know. My dad used to call me a huevón. Do you guys know what that means? It means lazy, right? Huevón, but if you translate it, it literally translates to big nuts. Huevón, you know what I mean? Meaning that your nuts would be so big that you couldn't do anything. You'd just be there lazy. What a cute name. Huevón. Imagine being a kid hearing that for the first time. That brings up some questions like, man, how big do they get? Yeah, they get that big where you can't do anything? Whoa. Yeah, whoa is right. I mean, what else do you say to that as a kid? You're like, whoa. As I got older, if I showed up late somewhere, my dad was like, "Oh, se te enredaron los huevos con la sábana," right? Did your nuts get tangled with the blankets? I'm a teen at that point, but I'm going like, wow, that happens as well. They just tangle up. You imagine waking up in the morning going, "Oh no. Oh, this is not good. Baby, can you call my work? I'm gonna be late again." Having to have that discussion. No, they got tangled, man. It's been happening since I was a kid, I'm telling you, man. Call my dad, he'll tell you. When I was 10 years old, I remember my dad was working construction at the time, and he won a raffle. He was working, this construction site, and they gave him a Thanksgiving dinner package. My dad's like the type of guy who would never win anything, you know? And he won this thing, and it was a big turkey, massive turkey, and it was a Thanksgiving dinner package, so it had beautiful plates, dinnerware, and a bunch of little fixings and coupons and this kind of thing. It was massive, right? So my dad brings it home. As you can imagine, someone who doesn't win something, he's like over the moon. He goes, "Man, this is great." And I remember like it took a couple trips of us taking it out of his truck. It was like, we put it on the table, and my dad goes, "I want you to go in the room. Your mom and I are gonna talk." I'm like, "All right." And I remember that my parents got into the biggest argument I ever remember them getting into, right? So I'm in the room being nosy, like listening, right? When they tell you not to listen, but you're like, "No, I'm listening." And all I remember my mom saying is out loud telling my dad, is like, "Why'd you bring the turkey? You should have gave it to somebody else, because how are we gonna cook it? You know our oven doesn't work. How are we gonna cook it?" My dad goes, so this is where it gets good. My dad goes, "It's okay. My friend told me that if you take the turkey to Popeyes, they'll deep fry it for free." I'm 10 years old. listening to this going, that's not true at all. Why would his friend tell him that? So I opened the door and my dad saw me, right? And then I went for it. I took a step out. My dad goes, go back inside, we're talking. I said, can I tell you something? He goes, is it important? I said, oh, yeah. You're gonna wanna hear this. He goes, what do you want? They don't deep fry turkeys for free at Popeyes. He goes, how do you know? I'm like, I'm 10 years old, I don't know many things. But I just know in my heart, like when I close my eyes, I visualize it. They don't deep fry turkeys for free at Popeyes. He goes, well, we're gonna go ask. I said, no, we're not gonna go ask. You're gonna go ask. He's like, no, you're the only one that speaks English, so we're gonna go. I'm like, oh, touche, that's good. You got me on a technicality, that's good. My dad goes, all right, chingale, go get the turkey. I'm like, okay. I've always been, like, I cry very easy. It's like, I'm not proud of it, but, it's the truth. I start doing that thing, the misfire. Are you drowning right now? Yes, in emotions. My dad goes, go grab the turkey. So I grab it. I'm 10 years old, this massive turkey. And I look at my mom, I'm like, tell him something. My mom goes, that's how he is, just go ask, come back, that'll be the end of that. I said, okay. My dad's like, get in the car. So we're in the car, 10-year-old me, just a massive turkey there, just looking at my dad driving. He's happy, he's tapping on the steering wheel, right to the beat. No stereo, but there's a beat in his head. And we get to Popeyes, right? He gets there, he parks, he goes, all right, Jesus, go inside, go ask. And I say, would you mind going with me? We can do this together. Like I'll ask, but you're here, you're gonna be right here or right here for support. My dad goes, you're gonna go by yourself. And in my head, I'm 10 years old, but I remember thinking, like, he knows this is bullshit. He knows, or else he would go with me. I'm not telling you to ask, I'm gonna ask. He goes, go now, before the turkey melts. I'm like, oh wait, they melt? So in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna have a bag of turkey water? Like, I don't want that. So I go, I'm walking across the parking lot with this turkey. And I get to the front door of Popeyes, and it's those swinging doors, the glass ones, right, with the little handle that says push or pull, but you can never get it right. Like, damn it. So I go up to it, but no one inside is like paying attention to me, right? So they're not opening for me. So it's like, hey, can somebody? So I just like back in, right? So imagine this, you're at Popeyes eating, enjoying delicious chicken, having a good time. Maybe you're working there, right? And you just see a chubby Mexican kid just nestle himself into the door, just turn around, ta-da, turkey. People immediately are like elbowing each other, like look at this. Look at this. I didn't know they had turkey, but yeah, me either. I guess they do. They're delivering it via chubby Mexican kid. So instead of going to ask, I went and stood in line. Made my way up, I was waiting. My hands were cold, man, they hurt. I looked over, like out the window, and I could see my dad can't really see me, so I dropped the turkey. I'm like, oh, just kick the turkey the rest of the way. So as everyone in front of me ordered, they're off to the side, they're by the soda machine, ticket in hand, waiting for their order. So now it's my turn, and I realize that I have an audience for the most embarrassing question of my life. So it's my time, it's go time, baby. And so I go down and I grab the turkey, and I put it on the counter. I remember the cashier took like half a step back, like the kind that lets you know I don't want to be involved, you know? You know that little step, you're like, oh, already, they don't like me already. The small one, the whole weight shift. And I'm there just. She goes, how can I help you? You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Can I help you? Yeah, I have one question for you. Yeah, what's your question? Do you guys deep fry turkeys for free? Excuse me? Do you guys deep fry turkeys for free? Let me check the menu. She just looked up. She looked the other way. She came back with an answer. She was ready. She goes, you know what, buddy? I'm sorry. We don't. And she was trying to like find the words. I could see her like really like. She goes, buddy, you know what we do, buddy? What? We do pollo here. And I go, no, I speak English. Oh, okay, yeah, we do chicken here. And in her defense, I just asked the most immigrant question ever. So she's trying to help me out here, you know. And I go, that's okay. I grabbed the turkey. I couldn't wait to get the fuck out of there. I grabbed it, and as I'm leaving, I get to the door. No one's there to open the door for me. Fuck. I gotta turn around, look at everybody one more time. And get the hell out of there. So I go back to the car. And now I'm in the car. I'm buckled up. I'm like, Dad, let's get out of here. And he goes, no. Hold on, what happened? And I don't know what it is about immigrant parents, but they love to role play a traumatizing situation all over again. Can we go? No. What happened? What do you mean what happened? Start from the top. What happened? Okay, what happened? And you're trying to remember everything. Okay, so I went inside. I said, hi. Okay, you say hi, and what did she say? She said, hi. And then she said, can I help you? Okay, and then what did you say? I said, yeah. What? And then what did you say? I said, I have one question for you. And what was your question? Do you guys deep fry turkeys for free? And what did she say? She said, no. She said, no, the turkey's right here. You know what she said. My dad's like, but why are you crying so much right now? I'm like, because I like this Popeyes, but I can't come here ever again. Ever again. My dad's like, they don't even know you in there. They know me now. They'll never forget me. And we're going back and forth, and we're like arguing and stuff. And then as I'm looking out the window, I see that the cashier that helped me earlier is out. Maybe like one of the cooks, because like they were wearing like an apron, right? It was untied. And a customer, and they're like laughing, right? And I'm there just like looking out the window, arguing with my dad. And I'm like, that looks like a good time. I wonder what they're laughing at. And then I see the cook pointed to our car and then mimed me like walking with the turkey. And I see that and I'm like, oh, they're talking about us. And as I'm watching this, my dad goes, you know what, Jesus? I don't think you asked. I'm like, I just went through, okay. As a little kid, isn't it great when you can prove a point? Like, okay. You don't think I asked? Okay. Then why are they pointing and laughing at us? And my dad looked, he goes, they're pointing and laughing at us. Let's get the hell out of here. And we left, right? And we're driving home, we're almost home, and we passed by a KFC. And we went home, and my mom made that turkey. My mom was a woman of solutions, man. She figured it out, and she cooked it on the stovetop. Shredded, like desmenuzado. She cooked it, and we had a Thanksgiving dinner, and it was one of the best Thanksgiving dinners I ever had. Now, why am I telling you this story, right? The reason I'm telling you this story is because about 5 years ago, right, I went with my dad to the pharmacy, right? And we went to a CVS, and my dad goes, would you mind getting off and picking up my medication? I'll wait for you here in the car. I said, sure. So I get off, I go, and I come back, and in that shopping center, there's a Popeyes right on the corner, right? So I get in, and I look at my dad. His eyes are this big. I'm like, hey, man, you okay? He goes, look what's over there. I'm like, yeah, Popeyes. I just saw there was a Popeyes. He goes, no, Jesus, look what's on the window. And the sign read, deep fried turkeys. And I read it out loud. I'm like, deep fried turkeys. And my dad goes, that's my idea. My name is Jesus Trejo. That's my time. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.